So it appears we have the first Halo game that is not on Xbox. Microsoft, go home. You're drunk. Halo Spartan Strike. So Halo Spartan Strike is the second installment of the Halo Spartan mobile games. Now, if you remember from my review from the Halo Spartan Assault, I liked that game and it brought a lot of those elements again this time around. Same basic gameplay, which is a top-down scroller, same music, same weapons, same armor abilities. They have added some new things, but we'll get to that later. And admittedly, they have made some improvements from Spartan Assault itself. First of all, right out of the box, there are 30 missions as opposed to Spartan Assault, which only had 25 and then added 5 later. And this game does seem to be more generous with points, which can be used to not only gain a gold star at the end of the mission, but also to buy additional armor abilities and weapons. So good job, Microsoft. This game is no longer pay to win, it is earn to win. And that's exactly the way it should be. But we've seen how this works with Microsoft. They may start out with something strong and they'll add new features that are great, but then they'll fall short in other areas. First of all, let's talk about the story. In Halo Spartan Assault, it took place between Halo 3 and Halo 4, and there was a decent story involved in it. Yeah, sure, just like with this game, the story was made up of simulations that were done by Roland in the Infinity Ship, but it still felt like a decent story with real characters. And just like I said before, yeah, I kind of like Sarah Palmer. I'm sorry, tall women are kind of my thing, and by the way, this is what Sarah Palmer looks like in real life. Yeah. And even though we don't know that much about Spartan Davis, at least we know enough about Palmer to care about her as a character. Spartan Strike goes in a different direction. There is no actual characters in the game unless you count Roland. And so the Spartan or Spartans that you play are just generic Spartans. There really is no meaning behind them, and you don't really care about what happens to them. The story itself is somewhat intriguing. It takes place between Halo 4 and Halo 5, and more specifically, it takes place on Installation 03. Think of it as though, because the way the game is designed from the top down, you have no idea that it's really a Halo ring. It could be any planet for all you know. The only reason that you know it's a Halo ring is because of the exposition. That in and of itself isn't really that bad, but they did do something that really brought this whole experience down. Yep, that's right, they added the Prometheans. Remember, in previous videos I've said that I like the Halo 5 Guardians Prometheans far more than the ones in Halo 4. They feel more fleshed out and more expanded upon, and also far less annoying. Nope, in Halo Spartan Strike they go back to basics. Yep, these are the Prometheans from Halo 4. So you have these same annoying masses of crawlers, you have the same annoying teleporting knights, and it really does bring the game down, even though you can now use Promethean weapons in your arsenal. But they added another thing that I've talked about in other videos before, and that's the concept of the stop zone. Now, while I realize in Spartan Assault they did have stop zone themed missions, and that was okay because of how the game was done, in Spartan Strike it's not nearly as well executed and just kind of appears randomly in certain levels. You'll be stuck trying to hold a certain spot while Prometheans randomly spawn in, and you can't go anywhere until you've actually accomplished what you need to accomplish, which is unfortunately conquering a stop zone. Adding the stop zones with the Prometheans, my first thought was, what the hell happened to Halo? And what sucks about this is I really liked the first game. Even though it was designed for a mobile app, I felt like a lot of effort went into it. Seriously, $5 for 30 missions and a 2.5-hour campaign is awesome. And so that was my expectations going into this. I thought I would at least get something similar with maybe slightly polished graphics. Now, the graphics still look the same, but the gameplay is worse. Now, I want to be clear here. I don't think Spartan Strike is a bad game. It's just not a great follow-up to what was Spartan Assault. I guess part of the reason for that is because my expectations for Spartan Assault were set kind of low, and at this point I had expectations for Spartan Strike. So maybe part of this is my fault, but when you add the Prometheans into any sort of Halo game, it's like taking an ice cream sundae, something you really like, and then someone dumps Worcestershire sauce on it. By the way, I would not recommend that, and don't ask how I know. Guys, at the end of the day, if you enjoyed Spartan Assault, there is fun to be had with Spartan Strike. All in all, it was a decent game. I just wasn't as entertained by it as I was by Spartan Assault. And it didn't help that, unlike its predecessor, there is no Xbox version for this. You can either only get it on iOS, Android, or PC. And as you can imagine, I'm really not that great with touchscreen devices. It's an okay game, it just doesn't live up to Spartan Assault. So at the end of the day, I will say that Halo Spartan Strike is worth buying if you can find it on sale. And good news, you can find it on sale. It's on Steam right now, and you can buy it as a package deal with Spartan Assault for $5. Yep, that's $5 for both games. So if you don't already have Spartan Assault, that might actually be worth your money. Now, before I bring things to a close, I do want to add something to this. I've been doing reviews for a while now, and I don't feel like you guys are enjoying them as much as I hoped you would. That's not your fault. That's my fault. I thought you would like it just because I've been in this for a while, and you might want to see games from my perspective to help you decide whether or not you wanted to buy something. Again, it could just be that I haven't been doing this long enough. Maybe if I put more time and effort into it, more people will enjoy it, or it could just be you do not care about Mythic Tyrant's reviews. And I get it. Some people are here for my ideas, other people are here for my guides, so I completely understand. I have a special project that I'm going to start working on after my vacation that I'll put on Wednesdays. It's going back and basically doing old reviews for the older Halo games. I do have reviews out there for the older Halo games, but they're old, they were shot on my smartphone, they don't look very good, and they don't have any real theme to them. Aside, of course, that they're all Halo videos. And that's going to take me a few weeks to do, but after that, I thought of a new concept where I could actually interview other Halo YouTubers on Wednesdays instead of doing reviews. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. I figured I'd leave this up to you, whether you want to see me do reviews on Wednesdays or if you would like to see me interact with other Halo YouTubers. Some are going to be big YouTubers, some are going to be small YouTubers, and no, I don't mean it like that. But since the Q&A videos that I do on Saturdays seem to be doing well, I think in part, at least that's because I'm doing more interaction with you and the community as a whole, and I enjoy that. I think you guys enjoy that too, and I would like to do more of it. Would you rather see more reviews or would you rather see interviews? You can let me know in the comments below. But speaking strictly in terms of Halo Spartan Strike, what did you guys think about it? Or better yet, what did you prefer, Halo Spartan Assault or Spartan Strike? You can let me know in the comments below or hit me up on both Facebook and Twitter. Links to my social media can be found in the description. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button for more video game related content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on MythicTyrant.com. Don't forget about Q&A Saturdays and Sunday Fun Days, and I'll see you right back here next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals, and as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.